TIFU by being tricked by a straight guy into dating him. So to start things off, I'm gay. I live in a small town in the middle of nowhere, USA. I'm a male 18. I wasn't ever really bullied for being gay. Unless it was online, everyone was cool with it except the super conservative families in town. Of course, I've heard my fair share of names and threats, but I shrug them off. It's normal to me. There's this group of boys who are like the super bro dude straight guy group of the school. They act more gay than I do but still call me names, etc. In this group there's this guy I'll call Skylar. Skylar is my age, looks like a puppy dog, and was very sweet to me always, but always presented as straight. Which is why I was shocked when he asked me out this summer. I mean, I'm not ugly or anything. I just didn't expect this super dude bro jock to ask me out. Our first date was amazing. I mean, it was on the 4th of July at our state fair. We got corn dogs, played games, and he kissed me on the Ferris wheel. After a few dates we had gotten a lot closer. We never had sex though. He wanted to wait and I respected that. My ex-boyfriend's birthday was on October 20th. He had this huge party and invited everyone, and of course I wasn't shocked when he invited me. This is where I was stupid. I was head over heels for this guy. I was like stupid in love with him. I mean, I'd get giddy every single time I saw him, and I'd get butterflies in my chest whenever he touched me, even after 3 months. I was in love with him. I think part of me still is, which is why I'm heartbroken writing this. I bought my boyfriend Skylar this beautiful pendant and chain. It was 18-karat gold with a diamond. Very expensive. Cost me 2 years of working part-time at McDonald's. I was very excited to give this to him. At his party he brushed me off the entire time. I gave him his gift and a letter that I wrote from the bottom of my heart. I thought we were forever. Turns out it was all a lie. He started getting giggly with his friends reading the letter, and when he finished he was crying, laughing. That's when he started explaining that it was all a dare and that he only went out with the town slur to win a bet. He thanked me for the necklace and went on with his party. I've stayed home for several days now. I am heartbroken and just devastated. I thought this boy was the absolute love of my life. Turns out all of his friends was in on everything. To the text messages and the letters we would write each other. We were on the down low because he said he wasn't ready to tell his family he was bisexual. This was already a red flag I ignored because his mom is bisexual and would have been completely fine with it. But this entire time he tricked me. He broke my heart into pieces and I can't help but scream into my pillow. I want to hurt him the way I hurt. I want to hear him scream the gut-wrenching screams I scream late at night when the earth is quiet. Into my pillow so my family can't hear me. I can't go back to school. I am already the laughingstock on social media. I'm thinking of switching schools and going to live with my aunt. I was blinded by love and hurt. TLDR. Ignored red flags of guy who asked me out. Dated for 3 months. Buy him expensive necklace. He says it was a dare. A. You deserve better. B. Wouldn't it be funny if I went out with the gay guy and kissed him and went on dates with him and stuff? Has got to be the least straight, most closeted thing I've ever heard. C. Tell his mom what he did so she beats his ass. One of you is an honest, loving adult. It's not him. I bet almost everyone who reads this thread knows that immediately and feels nothing but sympathy and good wishes for you and contempt for the jerk. Hang in there. This will probably suck. But when it's over you'll be stronger, and my bet is you're already much better prepared to have a wonderful life than he ever will be. Tell his mom. If for no other reason than to get your necklace back. I'm a bi woman, and if I heard my kid did this I would be livid. Man, this is the type of stuff that happens in the plot of a movie. It's kind of hard for me to fathom that a person could do this. Personally, would get them back by turning the court of public opinion on him. I would be surprised if most people weren't in your corner about this one. I can't believe he kept the chain. I'm not religious, but a warm place in hell for dudes like this. As a straight guy, there is no way I am kissing another man for any reason. I am guessing he might be struggling with his sexuality. A pure 100% straight guy could not pretend to be gay for 3 months. That includes kissing. Best you break away and go live your own life, but something is missing here and one day you will figure it out. If your timeline is accurate, there's no way this was all just the result of some macho. Let's embarrass this kid who we don't even want to try to understand, dare. I mean, I guess I could see these guys just being unbearably cruel and mean-spirited. But to spend 3 months to pull off this prank? BS. What possibly started out as a hypothetical, "Hey, wouldn't it be really funny to lead this guy on and go on a date with him so we can royally own him?" quote, type of scenario, was immediately followed up by a way over-eager closeted member of their group stepping up to do the honors. Your ex is at least bi. Whether or not they're strong enough to admit it publicly. And on that, know that you're the stronger person. Because at least you are comfortable in your own skin. And can be honest with yourself. Get the necklace back and try to return it. You didn't do anything wrong here. You aren't the laughingstock except to maybe a handful of idiots. He sounds like a waster and you should hold your head high and try not to let them get to you. That isn't a prank or a dare that any sane person would pull, so you need to remind yourself they really aren't worth it. I hope you are okay. As a straight man, I'd never date a dude for 3 months for a dare. That just seems like a cope from the guy who may be bisexual or who was at least curious. Jesus Christ. What a monster. I'm straight and I wouldn't dream of doing something so cruel to anyone. Sorry. At least you're man enough to be honest about how you are. Unlike this other guy, you'll probably get an apology out of the blue in 10 years or something. This was already a red flag I ignored because his mom is bisexual. And would have been completely fine with it. No lie. I'd tell him, "Mom," because she obviously hasn't realized how she has failed to instill the right values. Kindness. In her son. If his parents find out about this, I'd hope they punish him severely. If I found out my kid did something like this, I'd be so far beyond disappointed. I bet he will come back to you with an apology. He was saving face around his friends is all. Ignore him from now on. He is afraid to come out, I bet. You're both so young. If I had a kid and they did something like this, I'd want to know. I feel I'd need to know. I couldn't live with myself letting something like this slip from my understanding of my kids. Tell her mom. Not even to get back at him, but out of respect to her. Because whenever she finds out, she's gonna wish she'd known sooner. From one gay guy to another. You are valuable. You are worthy of love. And there is a guy out there for you. Don't give up on love or hope in people being decent. I hate this for you. And I hope you can see that the community is here for you. We love you. This guy reminds me of the South Park episode where the detective went undercover and took things way too far very voluntarily. F him. Hell. If my kid came and told me this story and I knew mom wasn't a conservative nut job, I'd tell her and let her deal with the asshole. Might I recommend GTFO of the Midwest at first opportunity? I don't think I've ever read a good story far as LGBTQ stuff goes. Like ever from that part of the country. LMAO buddy, I don't know how to tell you this, but ya boy is as gay as Friday staff meetings. are long. His mom is bi? You should tell her what he did, since clearly he has no respect for LGBT folks.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Cast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.